Hello, this is Patrick from XPression. I'd like to show you a new feature in XPression 11.1 and higher, the ability to use Google Sheets as a data link source. So I'm starting off here in a very odd spot. I'm in my browser and I have a Google Sheet open. And you can see I've got two tabs here. I've got one for my home team roster and one for my away roster. And I'd like to use them as the data link source. And this is a new trick for us here. So let's show you how we do it. I'm going to go into File on my Google Sheet. I want to Share by choosing Publish to Web. When I do this, I get a dialog box that comes up that lets me choose how and what I'm going to share. I can choose to share the entire document, but that might be a little confusing because I kind of want these as two separate data link sources. So I'm going to go ahead and choose instead Home Roster. And I'm not going to do this as a web page, but instead I'm going to do it as comma-separated values. This is what we found has worked best to use with the XPression. So I'm going to choose that. And you can see that I get a link here. I can highlight the whole thing by clicking on it, and then I press Control-C to copy. Now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to open up my DataLinq tool here, and I'm going to do Add New. In my choices here, there's plenty of them in here, but I want to choose RSS HTTP data link source. I'm going to choose OK. And when I do, I'm going to paste in that URL that I copied by pressing Control-V. I'm going to change my formatting, and this is important here. I'm going to change it to text. And the reason why, again, this is what we found has worked best. The other thing I'm going to do here, I'm going to leave this alone. This is 5,000 milliseconds, which basically equals 5 seconds for updates. You can play with that as you want, but again, the faster you make it, you're going to find you're eventually going to cause yourself a little bit of a headache. So I probably would leave it at the default of 5,000. Next thing we're going to do is skip all the way down to the bottom here where it says text format, and our delimiter is a comma. And I have some choices here. I'm going to tell it my text file has a header row, which it does. And here's one that I want you to be aware of. There's a choice here to strip blank lines from file. And since we're going to use the rel ID workflow, I do not want to check that because as you can see on my Google Sheet, I have some blank rows because there's some jerseys that aren't being used. So I do not want to check this. When I click OK, now I'm going to call this one Home Roster. And I'm going to click off of there. I'm going to click Browse. And guess what? This looks just like Excel's information coming in. You can see here's my rows, and you can see my numbers, which is the jersey number, will match up with everything. So while I'm here, I'm going to go back, and I'm going to get my away roster. And I'm going to copy that, Control-C. I'm done with this menu. I'm going to go back to DataLinq, and I'm going to do my RSS HTTP feed. I'm going to paste that URL in. I'm going to choose text. I'm going to go down and do a comma separated value. I'm going to do text has a header row. I'm going to click OK. And I'm going to call this away roster. Perfect. And again, I'll browse it just to make sure that it works. And guess what? There it is. So I'm going to click OK. I'm going to move off my Google Sheets here. And I'm going to let go of my DataLinq here. And I've got a window open here. What I want you to notice now, I've already got these templates built, and I used this before with Excel, but now I'm using it with Google Sheets. The nice part about it is I was calling my data link source home roster and away roster before, so you can see as I go to the different fields here, I've already got it set for home roster, and I've got something else in here I'm doing. I just want to show this to you really quick. I've decided to prepend the information. For example, I want to have the label for height, and I'm putting their number in, so that will go in front of that information, and I'm using a DataLinq key called jersey number, and that's the way I'm keeping track of all this information here in my Google Sheet, in my sequencer. So you can see I've got this in here. I'm going to go over to my sequencer side, and I'm going to go and look at my first home player, and there it is, and I think that's perfect. So I'm going to do the next thing. I'm going to duplicate my rows because there is another 98 players on that roster, and there they are. And you can see, for those of you who know your numerology, you're going to put your home team at 100, number 200, number, whatever the case may be. And as you step through this, you're going to see two things. Remember, the data link sources will refresh themselves as you go through them. I'm just stepping through really quick, and you can see I'm getting all these playing through, and you can see all these are updating, which is great. Now, I've done that one. I've also gone and done the away team. So I'm going to come up to the top of this group. I'm just going to check it. And you can see there that this one is done in a green team, and I like this one too, so I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this 98 more times, and there's my roster. And you can see here again, I can just step through these As I step through, this will automatically update all the DataLinq sources. You can sit there and read them, but you know that it's in. And again, remember I said I was doing this rel ID, and there it is, and my rel ID is going to a Jersey number. So this is the way that I'm using Google Sheets as a DataLinq source in XPression, and I have all my information coming in. And again, you can go back to some older tutorials to find information about rel ID and DataLinq keys, but this way you can see this is now Google Sheets with XPression in DataLinq.